একটা মিনিট দাঁড়া তো। It makes no sense. It makes no difference. হ্যালো
হ্যালো।
নিয়াম, এই নিয়াম, নিয়াম,
হ্যাঁ, এই নিয়াম, নিয়াম।
হ্যালো।
হ্যালো। ওই ভাইয়া ওই ক্যাশ ক্যাশ শুনতেছো ভাইনি? ভাইয়া তুই কথা বলতে বলছো?
আমি টুর্নামেন্ট স্ট্রিম করতেছি বাট
এটা স্পিকার বলতে ভাইয়া এই ভাইয়া যেটা সিস্টেম আছে
নিয়াম, এই নিয়াম, could you shut the door for me? Could you shut the door for me?
আমরা স্ট্রিমে আছি। Hey everyone, can you hear me?
দেখা যাবে না এখন, এই যে ক্যামেরা থেকে তুলি তখন দেখতে পারবে। আচ্ছা যা, তুই এসে যা,
স্ট্রিমে দেখা যাচ্ছে?
ক্যামেরা অন করো, দেখাস না?
Are you officiating a match or something?
হ্যাঁ, টুর্নামেন্ট স্পেক্টেটর।
হ্যাঁ?
হ্যাঁ, টুর্নামেন্ট স্পেক্টেটর।
Oh. Like a referee or something.
না, জাস্ট খালি স্ট্রিম করবো আমি, আমি কোনো বিদ্যুৎ স্ট্রিমার।
Oh, হ্যাঁ, ওই guys, হ্যাঁ? ভাই এটা টুর্নামেন্ট স্ট্রিম করতেছে। অফিসিয়াল টুর্নামেন্ট স্ট্রিম। তো ভালোই তো। এটা কাদের কাদের খেলা?
মানে এটা গিল্ডের আর কি, একটা গিল্ডের নিজেদের মধ্যে কাস্ট টুর্নামেন্ট।
You are in. Yeah, that's it. Now, শুধু order করে ইয়ে নাই। নেট করতে চাই। তাহলে কিন্তু না। নমিন নমিন এটা কি কাটতে দাও?
একটা মিনিট গাইস, 1 মিনিট। লাইটিং এর যে বাজে অবস্থা।
নিজের ফেসও শো করবে।
ক্যামেরা অন করা, ওয়েট একটু, বুঝতেছি না কেমনে দিলে ফেস দেখা যাবে, বুঝছিস না?
টেবিলে বসে।
দাঁড়া 1 মিনিট। এভাবে রাখলে দেখা যায়, তো প্রবলেম হয়েছে এভাবে রাখবো কীভাবে? এখন প্রশ্নটা হচ্ছে কি, যে স্ট্রিমটা মানে ঠিকভাবে হইতেছে কিনা এটাও দেখা লাগবে। What lobby expired? So we are underway. This is gonna be a custom tournament, and I'm your host. You can call me Hyotari, and let's see what happens. It's an arena valor custom tournament. So we usually have 4 bands, and 2 of the bands are before the each respective team gets to pick their hero, and 2 bands will happen after they pick 3 heroes each. So let's start. So the red team is starting up the Malog band, and it seems uh, the blue team banned Trizix and Marcha, and the last band from the red team is Elander. So let's see what blue teams pick as their first hero. Hmm. Valheim, Violet. Violet, maybe. He hasn't locked yet. He hasn't locked the hero yet. So let's see what happens. Hmm. Diao Chen. Kali Diao Chen. I'm not sure which strategy are they going for right now. Raz with Brunhilde, Kali with Brunhilde, L'Oreal with Brunhilde. It's confusing. Well, it's not really global band pick as far as I know, but okay. So they locked Diao Chan and Elsu. The blue team picks kill growth, and I'm not sure that they will pick Zenial yet or not. They haven't swapped the hero yet though, so I think there might be, you know, they might be talking about whether they should, pick it or not. If they pick Zenial and Killgrowth here, it's pretty much like a full dive comp. And against a full dive comp, I think they should pick Annette. They do have a chance to pick Annette in this third pick, otherwise, the enemy team will end up banning them in the last two picks. I mean, the last two bans. Mm. Mina was a wise choice. I mean, they could potentially stop them from invading, but they end up going for a lumber. Pretty nice. They can ult, the enemies from the back line, but the problem is skill growth can pretty much block or stay immune from the lumber ult, even from Diao Chan's freeze. So I'm interested to see what bans they end up doing. The red team starts banning with Dirac as their third ban, and the blue team is going for banning Murad. All right. Mm, banning Murad. They might go for Necroth since they banned Murad. It's a dive composition after all. Or they could go for a marksman jungle. I mean, Violet could go jungle and they could pick another lane assassins or warriors. Okay, so the last ban was Kira. They are banning the assassins. I think Violet might end up going jungle instead. Kilgrowth can go jungle too, but in a situation like this, I wouldn't put Kilgrowth as a jungler. Okay, so red team picks Yena as their Darkslayer laner probably. These two pick will end up deciding which kind of composition they might end up going for, and they are going for a Krigzy. They are securing a backline, I guess, or a long ranged crowd control. I'm not sure though. They could go for a Raz, but they have Diauchen who immunes to CC. Illumia, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, Zenial already has an ultimate that can provide vision, so why go for Illumia? Yeah, right, Krigzy and Zephys. Yes, it's a full dive comp. So what are they gonna answer from? Like, what are they gonna pick to answer a Zephys? Will they go for a Raz jungle? I'm not so sure about that. They could go for it. I mean, Batman. I mean, the enemy team is quite tanky. Would Batman be a good choice here? Zephys could build a bit tankier than usual. They have a Zenial. Okay, so they are sticking with the Ras jungle. Alright, so the heroes have been picked, and we have to wait until the initial countdowns for the preparations of the spell ends, and then we can start watching the match. Best of luck to both of the teams. I'm not so sure if I'll be able to give a clear, like uh, I'm not sure my stream would be clear enough or not. I mean, if I end up using my camera, so you can tell me if there is some problem with the stream, okay? Okay, so here we start. Mm, let's put our camera on the blue team's jungler for now. He picked the fish and he's probably gonna start the blue buff, but the blue team has paused the match. Alright. I'm not so sure why did the pause. Is there any issue? Hmm, I guess there is no issue. And the stream begins. Hmm, let's see what's happening in the mid lane. It's as usual, both teams are clearing their mid lanes and trying to land some crowd control. Let me see what happens in the abyssal lane. Both Violet and also are trying to poke each other, but none of them are really successful enough to do so. Let's and we have a Kilgroth versus Yena in the Dark Slayer lane, and so far it seems Kilgroth is winning a bit. Yes, Kilgroth is definitely winning, but we don't know what happens when they reach level 4. Okay, there might be a connection issue. I think the blue team's observer player just got disconnected. That's not supposed to happen, and here comes our jungler from the blue team, but with Zenial being disconnected, will this match continue? I think Zenial is back. I'm not so sure if it's the real player or the bot has logged into the game. Even Kilgroth is standing over there. I think it's bot. I think it's bot. Yeah, the blue team has paused the match again. We might end up hitting a restart. Kilgroth is not moving around. There's usual lane clearing happening in the mid lane among the mages. The jungler from the blue team is also seems like disconnected. Yeah, they're pausing the match again. I think they might need to restart. They might need to restart. My bad. Sorry for the awkward camera position. Mm, I could place it down here, I guess. Yeah, that would be the perfect way of keeping this camera. I'm trying to check if they are going to continue or we are going to have a restart. Okay, so let's see. I could place this phone around in that angle, then maybe my face cam would be here perfectly. Okay, the battle is about to resume. Mm, but even if it's resuming, I mean, the DS laners from both team aren't. I guess they're going to have a restart. Yes, we're having a restart. No worries. And oh well, it didn't start the way we expected it to be. But who cares? Okay, so I guess we're starting back again. Third spectator. We're in the tournament mode already. I'm not sure if this light is going to improve it in any way. I have a light over here too, but it's pointless. Sorry for the bad lighting condition. All right. Mm, guys, guys, আমি ওই টেবিলে বসলে দেখিস তো স্ট্রিম ক্লিয়ারলি হয় কিনা, মানে লাইক আমার ফেস ঠিকভাবে দেখা যাবে না। ওকে, আই এম ট্রাইং টু চেঞ্জ মাই পজিশন a little bit. I guess it really doesn't help me that much. Oh well, who cares? As long as you guys can hear my voice, I think that's more than enough. I guess. Guys, guys, hey guys, এই টিউবলাইটটা এখন কাম করলে কামেন্ট এই টিউবলাইটটা যদি এখন কাজ করতো। No, that's not a bad idea, but yes, it works. Lol. Okay, so we are restarting, and I think the blue team's getting the first ban. Surprise troll ban. They started a ban with Maganga. I mean, why would someone start the first ban with Maganga? Okay. Yeah. Could you switch places with me? I mean, could I get the laptop for the stream? You wanna use the laptop for the stream? Give me a minute too. Okay, okay. Okay. What? Blue team bans Omega and our red team doesn't ban anything. What is going on? Are they serious? I hope it is. So we're underway. Going for a Kriegsy pick again, I guess. Sorry for my awkward face expressions because there are a lot of people at the house right now. Okay, they're going for the Elsuti ouch and pick again. They might end up doing the exact picks that they ended up doing. I mean, what's the point, right? Okay. I guess they didn't ban the exact heroes because they know which heroes they have to pick, so they just, went with it. What's the point of banning? Since it's going to be a restart after all. Okay, they went with the Yana. As usual, just like I said, they're going to pick the exact same things, and they had a Rast jungle. So yeah. Hmm. Going to again. Well, alright, I was scared for a moment. I saw Yena not loading properly. It would be a pain again if we had to, restart this match once again. Well, whatever. Let's see what happens. And we're underway again. It seems the blue team is starting initially with three people reaching toward the mid and then separating their ways, while the red team is not doing the same thing. Take it away. We can see the red team marksman, or the archer is helping their jungler to get the blue off. While we have a possible clash once again with the Yena versus Kilroth, and it seems Kilroth is trying to take some jungle camps away. It might backfire, I'm not so sure about that. Okay, he's printed out. Meanwhile, Elso is trying to poke out Violet, and I think it's working. Violet is being a bit aggressive, but so far so far it's working the way they want to. And here comes Trixie and lands an S2, and here's the first blood of the match. The also snipes are pretty accurate. I mean, he's doing good snipes. The snipes are hitting in right direction. Mm, Zephys has completed his initial jungle, and he's probably going to gank the top lane. I'm not so sure if the enemies have seen it, or realized that Zephys is coming over there. But it seems Kilgroth has been taken down by Raz and Yena, and I'm not so sure if they will be able to even that out. Will this be a trade? Will this be a trade? Zephys lands an ult straight from above, and he's getting counter-attacked by both Yena and Raz. But it seems there is no kill happening over there, so let's switch back again to the abyssal lane, and it seems Elso is roaming with the observer. So far Elso has been doing good pokes against that Xenial. Sufficient amount of damage. Both team has around the same goal, but the blue team has a little bit of a difference, 500 gold lead. It's not really that game changing, but still a lead nevertheless. And the gold lead continues while Lumber hits a very good ultimate, but it seems with these initiations the blue team has gotten more kills than theirs themselves. They really don't have any death. Only thing that they have is 3 more kills. Okay, let's swap back to the mid lane, and it seems Trixie and Xenial are roaming around, and Kilgroth is probably trying to steal some camps once again, I guess, but that's not what's happening here. And clear, and slowly engages back and forth, and Kilgrod dashes out of the combat. Raz, as usually, doing his jungle clear, and probably is going to attack the Dark Slayer lane again. Okay. This is a very good initiation from the jungler. There was an Arctic Work enchantment activation, but it didn't go the way it supposed to be, and they got a kill out of it. So Diaochen falls. On the other hand, we have Violet pushing the waves, and meanwhile Elsu is trying to land snipes, but Violet dodged that snipe. So far, the blue team is on the lead with around 2k gold ahead and 4 kills ahead. But who knows, this match could go either way. But if it reaches late game, then the blue team will have an advantage since they have a kill growth who do much more damage in late game, while they have a Violet that would be able to hit massive crits. And kill growth basically counters any kind of crowd control that Diao Chen provides in a team fight, so it's going to be difficult for the blue team if they end up having this much difference in early game. All right. We have a very good initiation from the blue team again. Once again, they are cleaning the house, boys. They're cleaning the house. So far, there are 3 more kills, and they are already ahead in 7 kills, and almost 4,000 goals ahead as well. Also, just popped a flicker, but they won't be able to survive. Zephys lands the dead from above again, and they get 1 more kill out of it. Meanwhile, a red tower has been taken by Kilroth, pretty well known for taking towers with speed push. They do have a also trap back in that abyssal lane, but I'm not so sure what's going to happen with that trap. I mean, they have vision, but that won't be helping them out if they end up losing those brawls. Here is my cat Chop Chop. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Hey, Chop Chop. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. He's staring at your camera. Hello. Okay. So that was a bit fun, and Yena and Kilgroth are continuously having a brawl. Meanwhile, meanwhile, the red team has failed to secure another objective. It seems the blue team has taken the abyssal dragon once again. Hmm. Sufficient gold lead once again. It's almost 6k gold lead, or maybe a bit more. Once again, Zephys dives above and kills 2 people, I guess. Violet gets 1 kill as well. They are pushing from the mid lane, and this match might end right here. This match might end right here, and there is only Diao Chan to stop the match. And yeah, it pretty much ends right here. Blue teams end up taking the victory. Give me a sec. Well, I'm not really good at, doing commentary, I guess. This is my first commentary in a long while, I guess. So I'm not sure how am I doing, but you guys can comment on what kind of stuff that I should speak more often, or how can I improve my commentary.
Ide, লাগবে না, aku শুধু লাগবে না। লুঙ্গি লই না, আগে তুমি ওঠো, আমার লুঙ্গি যাইতে লুঙ্গি ওঠবে না। তো এই কাজ ভালো লাগে। আমি তো কালার দিছি।
Niam, Niam,
ও শুনতে
hey Niam.
আপনি দিতে যাবে যেটা লুঙ্গি লাগবে।
YouTube open করে দাও।
না।
আমার ইসে মানে অ্যাকাউন্টে গিয়ে ইওর চ্যানেলে ক্লিক করলে পরে
গোসল আপনি তুমি গোসল করা লাগবে আমি গোসল করতে তখন আবার
I guess we're still 1 minute short. Let's wait for 30 minutes to come over so that we can start the match once again. Okay, our erect is already here, so I guess we are going to start in a second. Okay, so Blue's team starts banning with Hayate. I'm not so sure what's going to happen with the Hayate ban. I mean, what's the direction they are going for? Hayate could, like pretty much work with any kind of team. He really doesn't have any specific kind of team that you want Hayate to get rid of. Okay, the red team might end up banning. Oh, okay, it's a Marja ban. A typical meta ban. Marja is pretty good in the meta right now. I mean, she doesn't need mana, she's a mid laner, and she can also be played as a DS laner. So, I think that's a good ban. I'm not so sure what the blue team is trying to pull out this time. I mean, so for a Hayate ban, okay, a Malok ban. Yeah, Malok is good in the meta right now as well. Pretty tanky and deals sufficient amount of damage. But I kinda hate some kind of Malok picks. I mean, usually when you play Malok as a Dark Slayer laner, but you end up, you know, basically choosing spells like Execute or Heal instead of a Flicker or Sprint. I mean, you don't have any mobility skills or any escape skill with Malok, I mean, you have alt, but most of the time you end up using it for damage. So, a, a jungler with a high mobility in the opponent could easily catch you off guard. And okay, I was talking stuff while they ended up banning Ilander, and Joker was first picked by the blue team. And it seems the red team is going to go for a Kha'Zix and a Valheim. Yeah, Valheim has been locked. Okay, Kha'Zix has been locked. So what are going to be the second and third pick for Team Blue? Okay, Toro could be a good option. I mean, Toro doesn't get crowd controlled when he's using a spell or using a skill. So let's see. They went for a Trixie. I mean, so many heroes start with a K letter. I mean, they have Kilgroth, Trixie, Kha'Zix, Kira. I mean, no, so it's called Eva, but you know, you get my point. They have a lot of heroes that start with K. I mean, they have Kriknak. They could go for Evenet. I mean, Evenet you is basically, you know, immune to crowd control when he's ultimate. Okay, Mina. Yeah, they went for Mina. Mina can, you know, basically out and keep all the dive composition or dive incoming units crowd controlled with her silence from the ultimate. Okay, they are going for a Dark Slayer lane pick right now. I have no idea what might the red team end up picking. I mean, they have very much, you know, every single options. They're going for the Richter. Yeah, Richter is a type composition hero as well. I mean, no, they locked Omen at the last time. And the red team bans. I don't know, they could bang any other jungler since the enemy team hasn't picked any junglers yet. But it takes away the jungler from their side as well. I mean, they haven't picked any junglers too. They ended up banning Dirak. Getting rid of a mid laner is fine since they haven't picked a mid laner yet. Here goes the Necroth ban again. Maybe they don't want the enemy team to have a split pusher, I think. That's why they're banning Necroth all the time. They're focusing much on team fights. They ended up getting rid of Rourke. Rourke could be painful in a dive composition. I mean, if Physics ends up pulling a lot of people with S2, he could just charge in and shoot everyone with the bolts. Hmm. Out of meta pick, a Jinna. No, Ignis. They might go for the Ignis pick. Sorry, I'm yawning a bit. Okay, they ended up going for the Dignies. I mean, Dignies works. I mean, they could just, put S2 and Ultimate and S1 in the same position where physics pulled the enemies. So, it's nice. So far, what I've seen is, you know, the red team has a fail high under Omen. I mean, they are very good at doing basic attacks and they can, end up taking down towers. While on the other hand, Joker really doesn't have that attack speed, so they are lacking a bit behind in that terms. I'm not so sure why did they end up banning Rourke. I mean, they could have picked the Rourke by themselves. Uh, any secondary marksmen that end up damaging like an assassin, for example, you know Joker and Elsu. If you pick those heroes, I think a jungle Rourke is very good with them. Okay, so they ended up picking Atta for DS lane and Crickneck for jungle. Okay, so what's the red team is going to pick? Yeah, they have multiple options. They could go for ADC jungle too. I mean, they could go for a Fennec or Lindis. And Irie pick. This could be good. Yeah, banning out Necrot to pick Irie. No, 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 no. They end up picking Lindis as the last pick. Yeah, like I said, they could go for a ADC jungle. Crickneck is good against a ADC jungle. I mean, most of the time when end up people end up picking, Fennec or Lindis. A lot of people, even in the pro plays, end up picking Crickneck since Crickneck bursts down enemies and it's easy to burst down a marksman. Niam, Maya? Oh, Niam. Niam. To left to a comfortable position rugby. I'm not being comfortable here. Anyways, so we start the match. Uh, the blue team's Crickneck is going for the blue buff as usual. Since they started from the Antares, while the Horizon Valley team, the red team, their jungler is also starting the blue buff as usual for Lindis. I mean, even if Lindis starts from uh, blue buff from Horizon Valley, he could still end up ganking Abyssal lane pretty easily since Lindis has a better mobility thanks to that passive. We have a brawl between Ata and Omen, and honestly, I'm not so sure which of these heroes have the upper hand. I mean, Omen could have upper hand if it gets a few items. Okay, Crickner has completed almost his jungle. Like, there's one more camp before he reaches level 4. Hmm. Lindis is also going to hit level 4, and yes, I'm not so sure if they're going to gank the abyss. Yeah, they're not ganking the Dark Slayer lane yet. While the blue team is preparing for a abyssal lane gank, probably. They haven't done it yet, and the red team support gets caught out. It seems it's not the way it's going, and yeah, the first blood goes to the red team jungler Lindis, and they end up trading a kill. Krikna gets one more kill. Yeah, Krikna gets a second kill. Joker finishes the Lindis, so it's 3 to 1, and the blue team has the upper hand. Well, it's kinda like when it comes to the early game, the blue team does have the advantage. They have the burst from Joker, they have the burst from Crickneck, but if they want to continue this amount of damage and pressure, they have to end this match as early as possible, because if they end up reaching late game, Lindis is going to basically clear the house, and they also have a Valheim. Mm, the blue team might be trying to do another gank on the mid lane, but all they did is end up clearing that wave. Uh, I'm not so sure about if they will be able to do a proper abyssal gank, but I think they're trying to take this abyssal dragon. Will we see a contest among these two teams for that abyssal dragon? No, 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 they haven't done it, and it seems we have a brawl at the mid lane once again. And Krixis secures another kill, and Mina goes inside and with her ultimate secures another kill as well. They could go for the abyssal dragon right now, and yeah, they have attacked the abyssal dragon and taken it. Almost 1.3 or 4k gold lead, I guess. No, it's higher than that now. Yeah, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. All right, let's not keep counting that. Let's see what's happening on the mid lane once again. I guess the mid lane brawls are going to be much more important in this match, since both team has observers, tank that's going to engage basically in mid lane. Ata hits an out, but it doesn't do much. Lindis is going back to jungle once again. Omen is trying to take this tower perhaps, but Ata comes over and stops him from taking it. Ignis is clearing the mid lane. Meanwhile, we have a possible brawl. Yeah, Crickneck dives from above and secures a kill, but Omen locks Crickneck with an ultimate and pretty much takes the kill. But it seems Crickneck has the resurrection rune and he respawns immediately while using that. Lindis is roaming around the map and it might get caught, and Creekneck has secured another kill. It's 7 to 3, and the goal difference is slowly moving away from one spot to another, but I'm not so sure. So far, the blue teams still have the upper hand. Uh, it seems uh, the dark flare laner and the support from the red team is going to recall. Meanwhile, we might have another gank in the middle lane once again. Since Ignis is pretty, immobile hero, and his crowd controls aren't like, no knockups or knockbacks. These are slows and sometimes stuns. So it's pretty easy to gank a Ignis mid lane. Okay, that was a pretty good wave clear by the red team. Chrissy is still in the middle lane, trying clearing waves. Oh. Atta just scored a kill over the top lane, the Creekneck. Another kill goes from the Creekneck. Lindis falls victim, just like I said. Creekneck is pretty good up against the ADC junglers. And what an ultimate from Ata! They almost clean the house. Except for Valheim, everyone is having a respawn. And Omen just respawned. Let's check Omen's lane. One tower was taken by Ata. It's pretty surprising that Ata took one tower before Omen. I guess that's what you get when you have a disadvantage or a pressure coming from other lanes. Okay. Mina got caught with her ultimate and Lindis secures a kill. Ata hits an ultimate, but it doesn't do anything, I guess. Creekneck is taking his red buff and probably going to gank Valheim, but Valheim is already being ganked by the Martian from enemy team. And what a S1 by Creekneck! He secures the kill. Meanwhile, we have a brawl at the Dark Slayer lane. Ada is trying to defend the tower, but the attack speed from the Omen and Lindis is taking the tower hard. I guess Kripnik is in a position for taking another kill. He doesn't have much HP though, so it's going to depend. And what an initiation from both teams, both team members. I mean, Krixie hits a very good S2 and Kriknak finishes with his ultimate. That was a fine combo. Uh, mm, he secures the red buff. Ignis returns from base. Quickneck is completing his jungle over again, and Mina is already at the mid lane trying to secure another gank. Okay, Ignis falls victim to Quickneck's ultimate once again. Mina hits his ult, but the ultimate doesn't accomplish anything. So far, the Trizix is playing a bit in the back line, so Almina is engaging hard. There is sufficient gold difference, though almost 5,000 gold lead from the blue team. Crickneck has the highest amount of gold among all the players from their team and the enemy team as well. If they can maintain this much gold difference that Crickneck has and continue to play the match, I guess they'll be able to secure the victory. And they're going for a Dark Slayer lane. I don't know if... Yeah, the blue team hasn't spotted them yet. Okay, Crickneck are move off. Mina and the rest of the team are going to the opposite side of the river, probably trying to catch someone off guard, but Lindis is providing vision with her S2. You can keep the camera over Mina for now, since Mina is going to be the one probably initiating the team fight. Okay. Cricket going for the for the ultimate on the blue buff, but wow, that ass on landed right on that support. Okay, another kill from Crickneck. Great initiation from Ata, but Ata falls victim. Crickneck dies once again, but uses the respawn. He doesn't have any more respawns left, but he end up getting 2 kills. Mina is still holding over there with around 30% HP. Mina builded Gaia standards in this match. Was it Mina? No, it's Ata who built Gar standards. Mina hasn't completed the magic resistance item yet. And Mina is doing fine. That purifying grazer, she can, dispel the crowd control that comes from physics. But even with that, Dark Slayer, they were not able to finish the game. So we might have to wait for another Dark Slayer to see a definitive finish of the game, or else we might even see a comeback. Who knows? And physics goes inside and uses S2 but gets immediately countered by Mina, and Kriknak gets ultimated by Omen, and there is a big brawl in the middle lane. Omen still survives, Kriknak dies over there, and the Valheim and Lindis falls victim once again. There is another brawl going at the Abyssal lane near the high ground tower from the red team, and there is a very nice ultimate from Ata, and Krigzi secures the kill once again. So far, Kriknek has the highest amount of kills from the blue team, and after that, Krigzi has the highest amount of kills. Even though when it comes to kills, Kriknek has more than 2 times of what kind of kills that Trixie pulled off, but still 4 kills are better than 2 and 1 kills or 3 kills respectively. Who knows what will happen in the later game? It seems Kriknek has completed building all of his items, and they're taking another Dark Slayer. Right now, I guess all they can do, Red Team all, could just try surviving and reaching a certain point where they will have more than enough gold to fight back against the blue team. They're trying to clear waves from all lanes so that they can have a very good pressure from every direction and keep the enemy team split. Another red team tower has been taken down by Joker. It seems they might go for the high ground tower from the Dark Slayer lane, and so far they haven't done it yet. Dickner tried diving with the ultimate, but it didn't land on anybody. There is a Dark Slayer shooting waves at the Felheim. And Omen gets Trixie, and there is a big brawl in the middle lane. Who knows what's going to happen? And there's a very nice ultimate from Atta. Atta still has full HP, and Atta takes the enemy team has almost fallen. Only Lindis has left, and Trignex takes down as well. It's a wipeout, and blue team takes the victory. So I guess it's 1-for-1. It's 1-by-1, so we might end up seeing a third match between them. Or will it be counted or draw? I'm not so sure. Let me check it out. So I guess we are going to have around three match.
এদিকে চট্টগ্রামে করোনা ভাইরাসের সংক্রমণ প্রতিরোধে সাধারণ মানুষকে সামাল দিতে আইন প্রয়োগ করা এই পাশাপাশি সেনাবাহিনীকেও এই অবস্থায় বিকেলে চট্টগ্রাম নগরকে প্রবেশে নিষেধাজ্ঞার ঘোষণা করেছেন মেট্রোপলিটন পুলিশ কমিশনার এখন জানাচ্ছেন অমর। সোমবার বেলা 12টা নগরীর প্রবেশমুখ শাহবাগ সেতু নিষেধাজ্ঞার পরও বিকেলে ঢোকার চেষ্টা করছেন অবৈধ মানুষ। সেই সময় সেখানে উপস্থিত সেনাবাহিনীর টহল তুলে দেওয়া কয়েক মিনিটের মধ্যে পুরো এলাকা একেবারে ফাঁকা। যেখানে সেনাবাহিনী টহল তুলে যাচ্ছে সেখান থেকে মানুষ সরে যাচ্ছে। তাদেরকে অনুরোধ করছে দেওয়ার জন্য প্রয়োজনের ক্ষেত্রে আমরা কারবার করতে কঠোর রাস্তার ঘরে ঘরে চাকপুর সচেতনতামূলক মাটির চক্র বন্ধ করা যাচ্ছে না। ব্যক্তিগত গাড়ি চলাচল সকাল মানতেই গাড়ি নিয়ে অনেকে রিক্সা চলাচল স্বাভাবিক পুলিশ আটকারে দেওয়া হচ্ছে নানা অজুহাত। এর মধ্যে গত 4 দিনে আটক করা হয়েছে অযৌক্তিকভাবে রাস্তায় আনা 1,000-এর বেশি ব্যক্তিগত গাড়ি। বিনা কারণে বেরোচ্ছি আমরা তাদেরকে সবাই ধরে আমাদের কিন্তু ইতিমধ্যে সমস্ত বিষয়তে আর্থিক কষ্ট হয়েছে কোনোভাবে জনসমাগম এড়াতে নগরের প্রতিদিন সন্ধ্যে 7টা থেকে ভোর 6টা পর্যন্ত শুধু ফার্মেসি ছাড়া বাকি সব দোকান খোলা রাখার উপর নিষেধাজ্ঞা জারি করছে চট্টগ্রাম মেট্রোপলিটন পুলিশ সিএমপি। অমরদের সংবাদ চট্টগ্রাম দেখতে না আপনাকে কোথায় রাখা উচিত ছিল বলুন তো? আমার ফ্রিজে পচে যাচ্ছে না, চিন্তা ভাবনা সব পচে যাচ্ছে। সর্ব পাচ্ছেন না আমার এই আম গাছে গন্ধ হয় না। বড় বড় রুই কাতলরাও ভালো থাকে অনেকদিন। করোনা ভাইরাস ছড়িয়ে পড়া প্রতিরোধে সামাজিক হাত ধোয়ার অভ্যাসগুলো জেনে বিশ্ব স্বাস্থ্য সংস্থার মতে করোনা ভাইরাস প্রতিরোধে সামাজিক হাত ধোয়া অতি কার্যকরী পদ্ধতি। সুরক্ষিত হাতে সুরক্ষিত দেশ।
Okay, I guess the lobby is set once again. We might start soon. Hey, my cat is over here again. Hey, chop chop, chop chop, chop chop. Niam, Niam. Hey Niam, chop chop একটু দিগান তো। Okay, blue team starts banning with a Marja ban. As usual, since Marja is a meta pick, so getting rid of Marja is quite an easy task to do. What will the red team ban this time? You guys are seeing that every single time they are swapping that both sides from the team, right? The red team that started from the first match were the blue team in the second match, and they are the red team once again in the third match. So as usual, the tournament style matchup, the red team bans Malok while they haven't decided yet. The blue team is probably going to ban Violet or Ilander, I think.
এদিকে ইতালিতে করোনা ভাইরাসের মৃতের সংখ্যা আগের তুলনায় কিছুটা কমেছে। দেশটিতে একদিনে মাত্র 25 জনের মৃত্যু হয়ে যায়। এ নিয়ে মৃতের সংখ্যা বেড়ে
Okay, so it's a Hayate ban, and the blue team starts the first pick. With the Richter, I guess.
আক্রান্ত এবং মৃতের সংখ্যা কমতে শুরু করেছে।
No,
তবে
they
দেশে
haven't
এখনো
decided
কোনো
yet.
পার্শ্ব
They're trying
প্রতিক্রিয়া
for
রয়েছে।
that. Richter once again.
দেশটিতে লকডাউনের পরও নাগরিকরা বিনা কারণে ঘরের বাইরে বের হওয়ায় সরকার কড়াকড়ি আরোপ করেছে। আগামী 13 এপ্রিল দ্বিতীয় পর্যায়ের লকডাউনের সময়সীমা নির্ধারিত থাকলেও প্রধানমন্ত্রী জুসেপ্পে কোন্তে বলেছেন লকডাউন কখন শেষ হবে তা এই মুহূর্তে বলা সম্ভব নয়।
How much charge do I have in my phone?
এদিকে
37%.
সবচেয়ে বেশি আক্রান্ত এলাকা লোমবার্দি অঞ্চলে আগামী 13 এপ্রিল পর্যন্ত বাধ্যতামূলক মাস্ক পরার
I hope I
নির্দেশ
can
জারি করা
complete
হয়েছে।
this stream. I mean, I guess a lot of the charge that's being taken away from this phone is because of the camera, but
13 এপ্রিল
without a
পর
camera
দেশব্যাপী
or
আক্রান্তের
voice,
সংখ্যা
the stream
কমতে
wouldn't
শুরু
be this
করেছে
much fun,
দেশটি।
right?
এমনকি
So I'm trying my
পরিস্থিতি
best.
নিয়ন্ত্রণে নেমে আসবে বলেও
Okay,
জানানো
they
হয়েছে।
pick Victor as usual,
তবে জুলাই
and
সময়সীমা
the red team gets a Fennec. Could be a jungler, could be a Weasel laner. Who knows? We're not sure yet. A Liliana pick. This seems like a dive composition pick as well. Liliana dives. Yeah, Raz also dives. Phoenix also dives. Yeah, they lock Liliana. So what will the blue team pick? Are they going for a Joker? And then I'm not so sure. Excuse me, 1 minute.
আসলে কোনো দিনেই সুখের সংবাদ নেই করোনা ভাইরাসের কারণে আসলে এতটাই মানুষ শঙ্কিত আমি যেখানে আছি আসলে বাস্তবিকভাবে
Caffeine,
এখানে আসলে সংখ্যা এখন প্রকাশ করছে
Joker.
না কারণ প্রায় ৩,৬৭৭ জনের মতো মানুষ
Yeah,
এখানে
Joker
আক্রান্ত
got
হয়েছে
locked.
২৬ জনের প্রাণহানি হয়েছে তবে এখনো আপনি জানেন যে ধরনীদের লোকসংখ্যা হচ্ছে সব মিলিয়ে প্রায়
And
৪
Thane got locked
মিলিয়ন
as
অর্থাৎ
well.
৪০ লক্ষ মানুষ সেখানে দাঁড়িয়ে বসবাস
So
করছেন সেই অনুপাতে আসলে সংক্রমণটা অতটা ঘটেনি তবে সবচেয়ে বেশি মানুষ যে
there
অঙ্গরাজ্য
is
থেকে মারা
another
গেছে সেটি
early
হচ্ছে
game centric team coming
সেখানে
from, you know,
৪৪৪ জনের মৃত্যু
the
হয়েছে
blue
এবং
team.
৯২ জন জায়গায় এখন পর্যন্ত ৩৮৭ জনের
I
মৃত্যু
mean,
হয়েছে
they were the red
লকডাউনের
team
৬ দিন
back in
এখন
the
পর্যন্ত
first,
মারা গেছে ৩২০ জন
second match.
এবং সব মিলিয়ে
Red team was the one who picked an early game
১,৫৯০
team.
জনের মতো
So
মানুষের প্রাণহানি
I
হয়েছে
guess
এখন
the
পর্যন্ত
situations
তাতে ১
are
দিনের ব্যবধানে আমি ঠিক যে সংখ্যাটি
going to
বলছিলেন
be
সেটি
opposite in this
এবং
match.
একটু আগে
So
আপনাকে খবরটি দিয়ে দিতে চাই সেটি হচ্ছে
it's going to
সেখানে এখন
decide
পর্যন্ত মারা
basically
গেছে
if
৩০ জনের বেশি
the
মানুষ এবং
blue
আহত
team
হয়েছে
ends
৫০
up
জনের বেশি
winning again.
এবং
Then
এর সবচেয়ে
it will be a
গুরুত্বপূর্ণ
sign
ভূমিকা
that
গ্রহণ
this
করেছে
meta early
৬৭
game,
জনের মৃত্যু হয়েছে
you know,
সেখানে
heroes
সংখ্যা
usually
অনেকটাই
end up
হ্রাস পেয়েছে
winning.
এবং
And
সুইডেনে
if
অন্তত মারা
it's
গেছে
going to be the one
৪৭৭ জনের মানুষ
from the late game
৭৭ জনের মতো
centric
মানুষ
team, then
আসলে
it means
সরকারি
that
ডেটের সংখ্যা
the team
দিন
that
দিন বাড়ছে এবং
they,
বাড়ছে বাড়ছে
you know,
রৌদ্র
that
চোখে
win the
এবং
last
এখানে
game
হচ্ছে
are the better team.
রোদ এবং হালকা একটু বাতাস বইছে এখানে আসলে
Mm.
আজকের যে
It will
ঋতুর
also be
আবহাওয়া
a
সেখানটায় আসলে
that is a better team since
রৌদ্র
they will
রয়েছে
have
কিন্তু অনেকেই বলছে আসলে
2 wins and 1 loss
কিংবা
if that happens.
তাদের সাথে আসলে
So let's see.
করোনা ভাইরাসের সংক্রমণ বেশি হয়ে
Okay,
আছে
so
সেটি
they
এখন
end up
পর্যন্ত
banning Rourke
ঠিক
as usual. Like I said, when you end up getting Joker, since Joker doesn't have any attack speed for taking towers, it's a very good thing if you end up banning
এবং আপনাকে একটুখানি বলি যে বেলজিয়াম নেদারল্যান্ড এবং
Rourke.
অস্ট্রিয়ার সাথে
And same goes for
এই
Murad.
সীমান্ত
Murad does have decent attack speed too. I mean, he plays with Blitz Arcana, right? So taking down Murad was also a good choice. I'm not so sure if taking down Necroth was a good choice from them because I mean they could pick Necroth themselves. There might be no, they might have banned Necroth because they didn't want the enemy team to get a full-on dive composition with Necroth.
জার্মানিতে যারা বসবাস করছেন যারা আসলে আক্রান্ত হয়েছিলেন তারা আস্তে আস্তে ভালোর দিকে যাচ্ছেন ফাসাল এই ছিল আমার কাছে সর্বশেষ ইউরোপের করোনা পরিস্থিতির খবর নিয়ে জার্মানির বার্লিন থেকে আমাদের সঙ্গে সরাসরি যুক্ত যাচ্ছেন সহকর্মী বিদ্যুৎ
Okay. And it.
পর্যটক শূন্য কক্সবাজারের সাগরে 10 হেক্টর যারা আস্থা করে হারাচ্ছে গ্রাম জেলেদের সতর্ক করতে নানা উদ্যোগ
I'm not so sure about the Anet pick. I mean, they are the one who's so far it seems like they are the one who is going for a dive composition, right? So why could you pick something that's a counter pick to the. Yeah, they went for a Xenial. Xenial is a dive composition tank. So yeah, this is a standard pick. Hmm. They're going for Razan Crickneck. Jinnah. Well, are they gonna fight? Diving composition with a diving composition as well. I mean, Richter is an engager. Joker engages with ultimate. Jinnah engages with ultimate. Crickneck engages with ultimate. Thane engages with S2. Not S2, S1. I mean, yes. It's going to be a dive composition battle against another dive composition. And I'm yawning again. Oh, it's a Eva. It's a Eva. Well, they do have the chance of picking a Eva. I mean, the enemy team doesn't really have a late game scaling marksman, so they have no problem picking two mages. I mean, they don't get that much squishy in lead game compared to fighting against a team which has a crit or attack speed based ADC. Okay, so
তবে চলতি মাসের প্রথম 5 দিনে ডেঙ্গু নিয়ে কেউ হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হননি। রাশিদ বিমল, সময় সংবাদ, ঢাকা। শক্তিশালী নতুন ক্রিম এর ঝরঝরে পাউডার কাপড়ের গভীর থেকে পরিষ্কার করে দেয় নতুন নতুন উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন ক্রিম ঠাকুর সবসময় টিভির মতো না।
So yeah, we are underway for the third match. Both teams are reaching toward the lanes, and it seems they have a Astrid Dark Slayer lane, Eva for jungle. Yeah, pretty much standard. Joker pokes the red buff so that enemy doesn't end up invading. Hitnak as usual starts with the blue. Joker is clearing lanes. Phoenix hasn't started clearing the lane yet, and he's getting poked by the Joker. Liliana and Xenial does have an upper hand against Jinnah. Meanwhile, Thane is probably protecting the red buff, and since Crickneck is already at the red buff, he can go back to middle lane and help Jinnah out of it. Fennec is getting poked, it seems. As usual, if you end up picking Fennec against a Joker, you'd probably get poked a lot since Joker has a very good range and Fennec lacks that kind of range. I mean, the last nerf that Fennec got was a range nerf, remember? So, I guess. Meanwhile, there is a Richter and Astrid Broth. It's not anything serious. I mean, that could go either way. Meanwhile, Eva lands the ultimate while Crickneck takes the Abyssal Dragon. We might have an initiation from the blue team and the red team at the same time, and the red team ends up giving a kill to the blue team. It's 1-0, and the first kill is taken by Crickneck. Okay, Astrid almost engaged, and Jin had to flicker out.
বৈশ্বিক মহামারী কোভিড-19 চিকিৎসা নিশ্চিত করতে ভাসমান আইসোলেশন বানানোর চিন্তা করছে সরকার। বিএডব্লিউটিএ লঞ্চ মালিকরা জানিয়েছেন, সরকার চাইলে তারা কমপক্ষে 2 শতাধিক যাত্রী
Okay, Zenil tried
মন্ত্রণালয়
landing in S2 on Thane, but even if he did, it didn't, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. And Thane lands a very good S2 and a S1, and Phoenix dashes out. I'm gonna say one thing. Dora is playing pretty good. Jin, I mean, he is not really getting that much poked compared to fighting a Liliana, since it's a very good matchup for Liliana, and it seems Kriknak lands an ultimate, and Jinna follows up with his ultimate. Kriknak lands another ultimate, and Zenial uses his ultimate to provide some crowd control and heal. Another kill from Jinnars. It's an all-out brawl in the middle lane, and the Arctic Orbrune. Yeah, so Liliana survives. Liliana survives. So it's a 5-0. There is almost 2k goal difference already. Well, like I said, they are playing against an early game centric team, while the enemy is compared to them a late game centric team, since Eva does need items, even though it's a mage jungler. And here's another brawl, and Zenial gets caught and gets killed by Kriknak and Chinar. So far, Chinar and Kriknak are doing pretty much, a very good combo. It's like, a Korean Russian heart, mid lane and jungle combo.
এই ল্যাপটপটা কিভাবে রাখছেন? হ্যাঁ?
Right, sorry for that inconvenience.
আমি বুঝবেন না আপনি। লাইভে গেম খেলা?
So far, there is another S2 from Zenial, but gets poked by Jinnar. Honestly, I'm impressed by Jinnar. I mean, Jinnar is rage that's very out of meta. Nobody really picks Jinnar in professional tournaments. So seeing such a performance from Jinnar actually amazes me. There might be a gank over to the episode, to the Dark Slayer lane. Joker lands an ultimate and tries to land S1, but Astrid dodges it. But the fear is still going on. I mean, they could still probably engage. They ended up taking the tower, and yeah, Astrid backed away. They have done a really nice thing by swapping Richter with Joker in order to take the tower, and they have been successful in doing so. Two low ground towers have been taken already by the blue team, and I guess they are going for the abyssal right now. There might be a contest. Yeah, 10 engages, 10 engages. 10 engages with a flicker, but It doesn't really do much damage as Eva takes his first kill and double kill from Eva. The engaging is still going on. Amazing Joker. But Eva gets a triple kill out of it. So it's a 3-8. Blue team is still on the upper hand. And the red team is taking the abyssal dragon while the blue team is roaming around the map. Picnic is trying to take the spirit sentinel and probably will take down this Fennec. Okay, Fennec dashes out. That was a very nice map awareness. Mm. Meanwhile, Liliana recalls. There might be another team fight starting right now in the top lane. And Quickneck engages. While Kira gets a kill from the back line, and Kira is engaging once again on the Victor. Another kill from Kira. Will this be a triple kill or no? Quickneck shuts that Eva down and gets his own double kill, but Phoenix shuts down Quickneck as well. Zeniel and Astrid are the one who survived. Phoenix also survived. Jinner is coming back from middle lane. Taking is trying to clear the waves. Joker is still on the Dark Slayer lane. They could swap back though, I mean, they already have taking in tower over here. Probably pressuring the Dark Slayer lane right now would be a better option for them because pressuring that lane means easier access to the Dark Slayer, which has a very significant role of, you know, securing a victory in a match in Arena of Valor. There might be a brawl starting right now. Thane engages with the S2, but the enemy team backs away. Astrid is clearing away from the top lane. Meanwhile, Eva roaming around from the high ground tower to middle ground tower. Victor is trying to push this abyssal lane. Picnic and Jinnar are still in the mid lane, but Jinnar might get ganked. There are a lot of people. And Diva secures a kill at the top lane. Amazing. Yeah, there is a brawl going on in the middle lane, and Astrid pops up his ultimate and doesn't get a kill out of it. Kira is still continuing to get kills after kills and trying to even the score from 12 to 9. There's still 3 kills away, and it seems. And Krikna executes the Dark Slayer along with Jinor. So far, even though the match is pretty much a contest, the blue team still has slight advantage since they have a gold and kill lead and they just secure the Dark Slayer. He is trying to clear out, check out the bush, I guess. Same for Zenial. Zenial is roaming around with Astrid, Eva. They're contesting for the Abyssal Dragon, but I don't know. Contesting right now would be worth it or not. And it seems it's worth it. They have taken down Cricknack. Tora flickers out. Mm, they're re-engaging from the opposite side and takes down the mid laner. Jinnar dies from Liliana, and they might take the Abyssal Dragon right now. It's almost half HP. Phoenix pops the ultimate, takes the Abyssal Dragon. Pretty much normal as usual. Well, did they end up releasing the Dark Slayer? I mean, the Drake. I guess Kidneck tried for it when releasing it. Mm, okay, another brawl might end up starting in the middle lane. Thane just landed an S on S2 of this enemy, Zenial. Zenial backs out with his own S2. On S1, I mean, the dash. Yeah, and Diva takes another kill on the enemy jungler, Cricknack. So far, Eva is being pretty good at securing kills. I mean, as far as I have heard from the other pro players and streamers, that Cricknack and Zephys are the ones who usually counter Kira with a dive. But in this match, Kira has killed Cricknack more times than Kira got killed by Cricknack. It's surprising. Meanwhile, the red team has 3 people on the middle lane and they're trying to take down this tower. And Fennec engages but immediately reconsiders since he gets poked a lot. And another kill from that Eva. Eva is engaging once more. Liliana gets another kill and Zenial dives down with the ultimate. And the Thane ultimate secures another kill from Astrid, but that doesn't help them out. It's a 4-by-1 trade, so the red team still has the advantage. This match is basically, like a solo queue jungler match. I mean, Kira is the one carrying the man. Another kill from Kira. Does Kira have Arctic Orb enchantment, or is it the Arctic Orb item itself? I'm not so sure.
Basically, আমি মনে করেছিলাম না আমি নিজে করি আমি ঠিকই চালাই
I'm sorry for one thing though, I haven't been able to show the runes that they are using. Well, here's the rune. I guess we were going to have a higher camera since it's almost late game and it seems they're going to engage hard. Should I bring my cat once again into the stream? Wow, one shot, one shot. That Kira is on a rampage. So far, it's not looking so good for the blue team. I mean, they are the one who ended up picking early game composition, and it's backfiring to them because it's already late game. Kira is taking more kills than usual, and they have a Fennec that can basically take them down as well. A Fennec with over 14,000 gold is very scary at a time like this. It's almost 18 minutes. I mean, almost 19 minutes. And the later the match goes, the harder it's going to get for the blue team. So far, what they're doing is trying to clear the wave, getting poked, clearing the waves, and going back to the core to heal. I mean, the altar of life. Another dark slayer taken by the red team, and this time they might end up engaging right here. And Joker is trying to clear lanes. Jinner is being the top lane. And there's another initiation from Thane and Jinner secures a kill. But I'm not so sure if that skill is going to turn this match around. I mean, they still have the pressure. They still at least need to do a definitive kill for securing the match, but Zenial just ended up diving and ended up giving them the chance to a counter attack. And Kira engages and takes down Joker, and Joker's resurrection item, Blade of Eternity, pops out. Okay, so Zenial had a resurrection rune, so Zenial came back. So I guess Zenial engaged, knowing that he has a resurrection rune that he can pop up. It's a very good initiation from Thane, and Creekneck follows up and ends up securing a kill over that Zenial once again. 2 kills at Zenial at a row, and it's going to take 39 seconds before Zenial comes back to the match. The Abyssal Dragon has been taken by the red team, and they haven't been able to secure that buff. And there's the Richter ultimate, and Jinnar. Did Jinnar end up getting it? No, the buff is still over there. Jinnar secures another kill. It's an almost wipeout. 3 of the enemy red team players has been defeated, and it's going to take a long time for them to respawn. Meanwhile, the red team is getting engaged hard by the blue team. I'm not so sure if they will be able to hold out for that long. And 10 seconds before the Dark Slayer starts spawning, if this Dark Slayer gets taken by the blue team, they might have a chance to come back and actually win this match. And Creek executes the Dark Slayer, and we might have one last engage that decides the entire match. This could go the either way. I mean, even if blue team have secured the Dark Slayer, they still have the Abyssal buff. Tora is poking hard with an S2 on Zenio. The Drake Dragon has been summoned and the blue team is already in the middle lane. So far, they have been trying to take down the enemy team and the support first, even though support is usually much more tankier, but they have been successful in doing so. And Victor gets knocked out but survives with the resurrection item, and Quickneck gets poked out and dies to the enemy team as well. There is a hard engage in the middle lane. There is a hard engage, and it seems another red team tower has been taken down. Will this decide the game? And it does. And it does. The blue team wins the match with 2-1. Congrats to the blue team, I guess. I tried my best, guys, to stream over there and tried being as much as talkative I could. Yeah, I guess that's all. নিয়ম ভাইয়া নিয়ম একটা ডাটা কেবল ম্যানেজ করে দিতে পারবি ভাইয়া ওইখান থেকে একটা ডাটা কেবল নিয়ে আই মাইট হ্যাভ টু পপ দ্য ফোন ইন চার্জ ইয়েস পালিশটা একটু এভাবে করে দিতে পারি, মানে এদিকে দিলে আমি মানে লাইক পালিশটা এইভাবে ঢাক দিব আর কি।
কেমন থাকবে?
মানে এইভাবে।
তাহলে ওর তুই অল্প ও ওরা ফেস করতে যাচ্ছে বুঝছি আমি হলো
Okay, so I'm not sure if we're going to have another spectator. Let's see what happens though. The lobby seems like almost ready. We might end up starting again. My phone doesn't have much charge, so I don't know how long I'll be able to continue the stream. And the game is underway. We are starting the ban. Big race. The blue team's getting the first ban as usual. So there's no ban from blue team. This could be a mistake. We might have to restart. see if okay, so they did end up banning a hero, so maybe they're going to go with it. A Violet and March event, it's a Hayat event. I really don't get it why they are, banning the ADCs. I mean, in the recent patch that we are playing right now, they have nerfed the gold from both side lanes, have increased the gold from the mid lane. So why would you ban, you know, laners that will have much more time to, actually be effective in the game? I don't know. Let's see what happens. So far, I'm not doing pretty well with the Bluetooth. I mean, with the USB charge, it's barely charging. But I'll try my best. I'm not sure if there is any voltage difference. Hey, they're just picking one after another without even any slight hesitations or Jinna Maganga Iva. What? They might end up restarting, or else why are they doing this? They might have a restart again. Yeah, I mean, why would their jungler be the one who's playing Maganga, right? Yeah, it's going to have a restart. By the way, guys, can I get a sub? Okay, before I get invited again, let's scroll to my heroes. Okay, got invited in the custom, and I have to be spectator again. Yeah, it's 23. Not sure if swapping cables would help or not. Okay, we are starting with the pen and pink freeze again. A raspberry. A marzipan. Well, like I said, marcha is very good in the meta right now, so a rock band. I guess they really don't want dive composition, so they might end up playing like a lot of supports or long range carry heroes. I'm not sure. Let's see. A violet band. Let's see what's the blue team's first pick. Oh, hello, Zaidify is here. Welcome, brother, welcome. Uh, I should decrease the fan noise. Niam, একটু ফ্যানের ভলিউমটা কমাও তো লাইক এটা একটু কমাই দেবে হ্যাঁ ফ্যানের রোটেশনটা কমাই দে well it was a surprise for me as well. Okay, I shouldn't be replying comments right now, but I'm doing it. The first pick from the blue team is Malok. So, what are the red teams going to pick? Let's see. নিয়ম ভাইয়া ফ্যানের রেগুলেটরটা একটু কমাইতে রেগুলেটরটা কমাই তার কয়েলের দিকে নিয়ে আয়
তারা বাড়াইতে বুঝাই বলছি এই যে অবস্থা
ফ্যানের নয়েজ আসতেছে well that's the issue from my microphone will they pick an accurate I'm not so sure but enemy takes a zip and Caffeine the red team yeah it's pretty good I mean Caffeine does very good amount of damage in late game one of the best late game carries and Zip is one of the best support to protect that carry so it's a good choice right now I want to see what lane Malok ends up picking if they end up picking a Ignis over here then that means Malok is not playing mid lane which they did so Malok is either the Dark Slayer laner or their observer I'm sorry my bad let me adjust camera again okay we might see a Astrid pick I'm not so sure though okay Astrid pick the red team is getting another ban so I'm not so sure what kind of ban they might end up doing okay they got rid of Telamas I'm not so sure I mean after this match if you know like there is no definitive victory they will have one more match
oh, okay, so I get that. I have
it's a best out of 5
it's a bit terrifying. Who's leading by the way?
mm, the red team
The leading one.
mm, so far it's ADC ban so on after another Valheim ban Telana's ban Violet ban okay Tulen ban
Group or only on it?
only on YouTube
I see. আমি একটা কথা কই আবার শোনো এই নাটক বানাইছে যে হেলমু কারণ সায়েন্স স্টুডেন্ট অর্থনীতি কেন পাবে বলে বুয়েটে পাস করবে তাহলে বুয়েটের কোলা কেন অর্থনীতি ওইটা তো বড় এমনি নাটক বানাইছে আমরা পাস করব
they're going for a direct pick it seems okay a direct pick pretty solid choice I heard in Taiwan they end up banning Diak in ranked games which in my guess yeah they could do it because you know once you pick Dirak you could play Dirak as a jungler as a mid laner as a support as well so Yeah, getting rid of that means you are securing a lot of position confusions. So it's a Thane and Ryoma. So they're not going for an ADC. Well, maybe this is the thing that they wanted. The red team ended up banning a lot of ADCs. So if they go for a Wukong, then this team is going to be a very much late game centric pick. They have a Cafeni, and if they end up getting Wukong, then the blue team might have a very good advantage at early game, but if they reach late game, then it's going to be terrible for them. But no, they end up picking Zuka. Okay, Zuka hasn't changed spell to punish yet. Yeah, it did. So it's a Zuka jungle against Necroth. Hmm. Basically, a game of mobility since Zuka has a lot of dashes as well. Right? So, as the match goes underway, I have to, lift the phone up and do the commentary based on what I see on the phone, not what I see on the display. And we're seeing that server based macro patch over right there. Nice legs. You'd be able to do those kind of legs in official tournaments. Thane is going mid lane with Ignis. Rioma is reaching for the Dark Slurling, I guess. No, he's probably going to poke the mid laner. Cafney is right around the bush in that lane. Astrid is trying to for some vision. Zuka started the blue buff. And Dirac gets poked by the enemy mid laners as usual. And Thane engages once again with an S2 and a S1. And Ignis lands a pretty good S2 and S1 as well. And Zip is doing what Zip usually does, swallows the minions and keeps them back from the enemy so that it takes long time for them to actually clear the waves out. Meanwhile, Zuka is jungling while Astrid is poking the red buff. That's a very good support. I mean, like, if you're helping your jungler to clear the waves faster, then it's actually beneficial. They might end up ganking this Malok. The Astrid is engaging hard, but I'm not so sure if they will be able to secure that kill. Meanwhile, there is a clash going on. Necro dives onto the zip and dashes away. Kefani pokes the Abyssal Dragon, but the enemy Ryomas is in range, so first blood, already a first blood onto the Thane. That's amazing. Picnic going back to the blue, and Thane has respawns and reaching near the mid lane. Ignis hits level 4. Malok is clearing the waves. So far, Malok does have a slight disadvantage since Malok has no mobility skills and he didn't take flicker. I mean, he does have ultimate, but like I said, you might not get to save it for potential escape all the time. Meanwhile, Ignis and Dirak are both busy clearing waves, and Ryoma is probably looking for a Excel line gang, I guess. So far, the rotations haven't been that different. It's pretty solid, and they are poking the mid laner down. That's the basic strategy in the blue team. There pops an ultimate. Necro's going down for taking Station Caffeine, and he successfully does so. But Caffeine runs away with a sprint, and there is another kill happening in the middle lane. Get a kill taken by T-Rock. Uh, this time, Thane gets almost poked to 0 HP, and Ignis is the one who falls victim to the enemy red team. Astrid. When it comes to a matchup against Astrid and Malok, Astrid does have the dash to dodge the S1 from Malok and then engage and deal damage. Mm, But it seems Jack is having a little bit hard time since Jack is the only one who's clearing the lanes while Ignis is getting assisted by the other teammates, and it seems like there is an abyssal dragon taken by the red team. Okay, but there's another kill from the enemy red team, and Zuka gets another kill. So it's another kill from Zuka. It's 1 by 4 so far. So far, the red team is ahead, and it's looking bad for the blue team. Like I said, they don't have an ADC, and it's going to get difficult for them as the game goes late, since you know they have no ADC and enemy has a Caffeine, arguably one of the best ADCs in the team. And Caffeine has built rank breaker for some reason that I don't know. It's surprising. I've never seen someone build rank breaker on Caffeine before. And once again, Nagroth engages but gets caught out by Dirac. Another rank breaker from Zuka. Zuka hasn't completed his own boots yet. Maybe he's going to decide later on based on what kind of damage he ends up getting. But even without a boot, like a complete one, he's still managing pretty well in terms of mobility. And Astrid gets the kill. Like I said, Malok really doesn't have any disengaging abilities or any battle spells. So once someone engages hard, either Malok dies or they die. Which in this case, Malok ended up dying. Ryoma secures a kill over that Caffeine. Pretty much a normal case since the match is still, you know, early to mid game. It's 7 minutes. 8 minutes is the exact time for which I would consider it a mid game, I guess. The current meta, since they ended up, nerfing gold from both side lanes. Ignis ended up building back its agony. Meanwhile, Zuka is probably going back for his blow off, and he does. Zeke is roaming around the middle lane. Caffeine is poking the buffs. So far, I'm liking what the red team is doing. I mean, they're helping out their jungler, and in this case, they should, because like Zuko's passive doesn't work on jungle monsters on minions. So unless someone helps them out, like for clearing the waves or clearing jungle, Zuko's going to have a bad time. And once again, they engage on Malok, but Malok ends up using his ultimate. But no matter what they do, Zuka's dash and mobility ends up chasing them down and getting the kill anyways. It seems this this match is going to get decided pretty soon. Okay, so I guess this match won't finish right away. They might end up going for the Dark Slayer right now. I mean, they could. They have enough vision over the map. They have more towers. I mean, like the blue team haven't taken down any towers from the red team. Not yet. So far, they're clearing the Dark Slayer lane more than the any other lane, since having more vision over Dark Slayer lane means you will have easy access to taking Dark Slayer, and right now they're taking Dark Slayer. They have 4 people around Dark Slayer lane while Astrid is fighting on the bot lane against Ryoma, which in a trade Ryoma is winning hard since he is being held by Necrot, but they were not able to secure the kill. Meanwhile, the red team gets the Dark Slayer. Blue team starts the Abyssal Dragon, but the red team already started contesting for it as well. And the Abyssal Dragon gets reset, but Zuka starts taking it down anyways. There's already a significant amount of gold lead, almost 6,000 gold lead. You're going to have a bad matchup, or have a bad time when the enemy Dark Slayer laner ends up dueling pretty well against the jungler, the main carry of the game. And in this case, he is the only carry because they really don't have an ADC. A blue team tower has been taken down by Caffeine. Suka has scored another kill. Another kill from D-Rock. Suka is dashing in and out pretty fast. This might end up deciding the game. Thane is trying his best, and it does. There we go. Our team, Red, ends up winning this match in 3-1, I guess.
Seriously.
I guess this will be the end of the stream, unless they end up playing the final match even without definitive victory already being decided. Okay, so let me check if they are going to have another match or this will in the game. Congrats, yeah, it's done. Alright, there we have it. The team that started as the blue one has ended up securing the victory with a 3-1. And I don't know if I'll be doing this kind of streams pretty often, but if I end up doing, I'll join you guys. I sometimes also stream on this channel, so if you want to see me, just hit the bell icon. That's all I have to say. Okay then, bye guys, take care, have fun.